Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're tackling a question that a lot of people hold really close to their hearts. Does dying in the holy month of Ramadan grant a special, guaranteed path to paradise? It's a question that brings comfort to millions, but let's see what the sources actually say.
Okay, so let's dive right in. It's a really beautiful and comforting thought, isn't it? But when we look at the core Islamic texts, the picture becomes a little more nuanced. So let's break this down and see what we can learn about this powerful idea.
To really get to the heart of this belief, we first have to understand why Ramadan is considered such a uniquely special and merciful time in the first place. I mean, this hope for an easy passing during this month, it doesn't just come out of nowhere.
The sources describe Ramadan as a month that is literally overflowing with divine blessings. It's a season of immense mercy, of forgiveness, and a chance for protection from the hellfire, a really unique opportunity for a spiritual reset.
And this powerful imagery right here, of paradise opening its gates while hells are shut, wow, it just perfectly captures the essence of Ramadan's spiritual atmosphere. It paints this incredible picture of a time when the potential for mercy is at its absolute peak. But here's where things get a little more complex. While Ramadan is this time of incredible mercy, the process of death and what comes right after is described as a universal, unchanging reality for every single soul, no matter when they die.
Our sources are crystal clear on this. Immediately after death, every person goes through this fixed sequence of events. It's the first step into the next realm of existence, and it's a process that doesn't change for anyone. And here is the absolutely crucial point. Your ability to answer these three fundamental questions has nothing to do with the month you died in. It's all about the faith you lived by and the deeds you did throughout your entire life. This intermediate stage is known as the Barzakh. You can almost think of it as a waiting period, right? It's the time between this life and the day of resurrection. And your experience here, whether it's peaceful or, punishing, is a direct result of how you answered those initial questions.
So the grave itself literally transforms. For the believer, it becomes this peaceful garden, a beautiful preview of paradise. But for someone whose faith was weak or whose deeds were lacking, it becomes a terrifying pit, a frightening glimpse of what's to come.
So how do we square these two powerful ideas? On one hand, you've got the incredible mercy of Ramadan, and on the other, this strict individual accountability in the grave. Where's the balance?
And this is where we see that balance in action. Look at the table here. Ramadan absolutely amplifies the potential for mercy, all those signs of hope, through things like sincere fasting and repentance. But it doesn't automatically cancel out a lifetime of unrepented sin or disobedience. Both hope and fear are very much present.
And this verse from the Qur'an just drives that point home. This principle of perfect, divine justice. It applies every single day of the year, and that includes every single moment of Ramadan. Every action, good or bad, is ultimately accounted for.
So, if dying in Ramadan isn't some guaranteed free pass, what should we be focusing on instead? Well, our sources suggest that a fundamental shift in our perspective is what's needed.
This is a complete reframing of the question. Instead of worrying about the timing of our death, we should be intensely focused on our spiritual state whenever that moment arrives. It's a huge difference. Because this authentic teaching tells us that your final moments, the state of your heart, the actions you are in the middle of, that's what truly matters. That is the state that you will be resurrected upon.
And this is the ultimate goal for a believer, a good ending, or hisn al-khatimah. It means passing away while you're in a state of faith and obedience to God. And Ramadan, with its intense focus on worship and turning back to God, is the perfect training ground to strive for this beautiful end.
So, how can we actively work towards this good ending that the sources encourage us to seek? How do we move from just passive hope to active preparation? And the great thing is, the sources don't leave us guessing. They give us a clear, actionable plan. These are habits we can start building today, habits that prepare us for that final moment whenever it may come. And that's really the powerful message at the heart of all this. Ramadan is not a magic ticket, it's an incredible opportunity. It's a chance to polish our souls, to strengthen our connection with God, and to strive for the one thing that truly matters, a beautiful ending. So the real question becomes, how will you use this opportunity?